Hey, welcome back guys. So today on this video, we are talking about your WebinarFuel account, and more specifically, I'm going to quickly answer a question I keep getting a lot on my other video, and that is, how do you embed your WebinarFuel registration form onto your website? So let's go ahead and talk about this. First off guys, real quick video, not too many steps involved, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video. But why would you want to embed your WebinarFuel registration form into your website anyways? Well, that's pretty easy. If you're running an online business, you know that WebinarFuel can allow you to put their registration form directly onto your website. Whatever the case is, it's a pretty easy process. Most of it's handled in the WebinarFuel account. Check my video description. I'll try to leave the written instructions there as well. But I've already logged into my WebinarFuel account, and this is the home screen. Now, one thing I want to let you know before you go any further is if you want to embed a WebinarFuel registration form into your website, you have to be working with a content management system that allows you to embed HTML onto your website. So if you're working with somebody like WordPress, generally it's not going to be an issue at all. But in order for this to work, you have to get the HTML embed code from WebinarFuel. Once you have that, you're going to be able to implement it onto your website. So you can give it over to your web developer, or if your website has a function to a widget to embed HTML, you're going to add that. So first, what you're going to do is click up here on webinars. Once you do that, here on the left, you're going to see all the different webinars you're running. So go ahead and choose the webinar that you want to embed the registration form onto your website. So for example, this one. Once you do that, you'll see this gray menu right here, and you want to click here on registration widget. After you do that, you want to go ahead and click up here on the top left and then choose the widget that you're going to be embedding onto your website. So we'll choose this one right here, default embed. Okay, so now you can see what we would be embedding onto our website. So up here, it's a 3-step process. So first step, they're going to ask for their email, full name, and register now. After that, second step is going to be, they can select a time for the webinar. And then last is going to be the success step. So it's going to say, hey, we're registered. So you can go ahead and edit these if you want. So maybe you want to go ahead and add, I don't know, maybe an image here. You can click there, change the image, select image. I'll choose this taco. And then here we can change the webinar title, Cool Tacos. Okay, so if you need help editing your WebinarFuel registration form, go back and watch my other video that describes that in detail. But once you're ready to go ahead and embed, what you're going to do is off to the right here, make sure that it's published. So it's in orange as on. And then after that, you can click this HTML button right here. Okay, now you can click on copy to clipboard, and you should see this right here, copy to clipboard in green on the bottom left. So now what you can do is go over to your content management system, whether that's going to be ClickFunnels or that's going to be WordPress, and you're going to go ahead and paste this code in to where you want the WebinarFuel registration form to show up. So that's going to be different depending on which service provider you're going to use. Now, if you don't want to embed this into your own website, you can also click over here on the top left and click on default registration page, and you can create your own landing page right here. And then once you're done creating it, you can click up here on that same button, and instead of an HTML embed code, you can just copy the link to the landing page itself. So with this particular link, you can share it in your social media, on a Facebook post. So there you have it guys. If you're wondering how to embed your WebinarFuel registration page or form into your website, that's the easiest way I know how to find the information for the embed code. If you know an easier way, be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you did it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up, or maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.